Hello, hi everyone. So now, we are in Python programming language concepts. So in this particular Python programming language, so we are discussing about the keywords and identifiers. So in the previous classes, we have seen the different types of keywords and identifiers and as well as. So we up to now we have explained the different types of keywords with examples. So in this particular now today's class, now I'm going to give a clarification on some different types of keywords. Again, what are the remaining ones? So now we will see here what are the different types of keywords, the remaining keywords here. So the remaining keywords are here nothing but, so now up to import keyword. So from keyword, global keyword, and as well as import keyword, we have seen in the previous classes. But this particular now today's class, now I am going to explain. Now I am going to give a clarification on the particular from the in keyword. So what is the use of in keyword? Let us see one example here. So we will send one example here. So this is the call in keyword. So that means that I am taking one example here. That example is nothing but on a list here. That list is and a list of items are there. So what is the list of items are there means, so apple, the list of items are nothing but here. So the list of items are what we are having here is apple, banana, and then as well as we are having the cherry. So these are the list of items which we are having here, which we have declared in my program. Then again, what I am going to do here. So I am taking one condition. For working with the conditions, I have one keyword. That one keyword is called as the if keyword. So I am writing one condition here is if. What is the condition here? If banana in fruits. Yeah. What I written here. So I have three fruits in my things. I have writing one condition that if banana in fruits. The fruits is a keyword. Fruits is an identifier. So fruit is an identifier which is storing the list of items here. The list of items are nothing but the list of items are here is apple, banana, and cherry. Is it clear? So when I am working with this in keyword, this particular in keyword is saying that so that particular item is existed in that particular fruits, then only it will return the correct value. Otherwise, it won't return the correct value. Let us see here. So if BANA is there, it returns the S value. If I given like this, if I written the condition is like this, if BANA, if I written like this, if banana in fruits, if banana in fruits, print yes means what the output we will get here. The output what we get here is no. We will get the output is here is no. Why we will get the output as a no means this capital BANA is not existed in the fruits identifier which we have taken already. That is already I have told that Python is a case sensitive language. That means if you are using small letters means you have to use the small letters only. If you are using the capital letter means you have to use the capital letter only. Otherwise what happens means this type of errors will be occurring. Is that clear? So this is about the in keyword. The next keyword is which I am having here is keyword. What is the is keyword? We will take an example here. So this is used to check if the two variables are equal or not. What is the use of? The is keyword is used to check that whether two variables are equal or not. For suppose we will take an example here. So let us take one example here. I have taken one program here. That one statement x equal to apple, banana, and cherry. So I have taken the three list of items again here. There are again two variables, two identifiers. X is an identifier, y is an identifier. In x we are having the list of items. So y is equal to nothing but I assign the x to the y here. What is the x? X is a list of items. So which are nothing but apple, banana, and cherry. But the y is a one. The is assigned for the x. X value is assigned to the y here. That means now y becomes as x. That means now x value is having same value with the y values. What are the values we are having the y? The same values we are having in the x now. That means if I check if x is y, if x is y, then what happens? If x is apple, banana, cherry. Y is also apple, banana, cherry. That means the both are similar. Both are same here. Then the output will returns like true. Is that clear? That means this is keyword is for checking that whether two values are equal or not. If I take one more small example for this one is nothing but if I take x equal to a list 1, 2, 3. So b is equal to another list 4, 5, 6. I have taken two lists here. So what I am doing here now I am checking. Now I am comparing with x with x comma y here. So okay. Now if x is y, then print here we will write here. And directly we will write like this also. So print of x is y. Then what happens? So we will get the answer is false. Why we get the false is answer is nothing but very simple. Is a keyword which is checking that comparability, checking equality. If both are equal, it will return a true value. If both are not equal, it returns a false value. So this is correct. X is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Y is 4, 5, 6. So this means these two are incorrect way, means unequal. So not equal. So this both variables are not equal. So that is the reason why I got our answer as false. Is it clear only? So I think that by using these two programs, by using these two set of programs, I think you will get a very simple clarification on the is keyword. Again, I will give a small example for in also. I will give a small example for in also. Let us take here. X equal to 1, 2, 3. Or else x equal to a, b, c. That means x is an identifier which is used to store a list of items, say list data types here. Then I will check here if a in x. If a in x, then print yes, else print y. What it is? If I have taken one program here, small simple program, x is equal to a, b, c here. So then if a in b, so it means a in x, then what will happen? Print x, else print y. Very simple. What is the a value here? A. A is existed in the x. So then what happens? The output is yes here. The same program. If I uses instead of a here, if I uses instead of a, if I write z here, if z in x, print of s, else print of y. For this, the output has to be comes like this. No. Why it comes as a no? Very simple. It is saying here that z is not existed in this particular list of items. So this is the use of in keyword in my Python programming. So by using this set of programs, I think so you will get a clear clarification about the what is the in keyword and what is the is keyword, how to use it, and what is the benefit of that particular keywords. I think you will get a very simple clarification. The next one here is none keyword. What is the use of this particular none keyword? So let us assume that. So this is a special constant used to denote a null value or avoid. So what is the meaning of this one? So none is nothing but it is representing null value. There is no value at all, or else it is to be avoided. It is important to remember that 0 and empty container do not compute or none. So that means 0 compute. So any value is not there. Empty container is there. It means empty list is there. That will not compute with the none. So these are both are the different one. So for this, giving exact clarification for the none keyword, I have taken one example again. That particular example is nothing but. So let us see here one example here. I have taken x variable as a none. What I have taken? I have taken x is an identifier. That particular x is nothing but none. Means in for particular identifier x, there is no value at all. Is that clear? So when there is no value at all means what will happen? Very simple. So then if I am trying to print this, I am trying to execute this particular code here. Here I am having the if x, some value has to be printed. If not x, some value has to be printed. If not this two also, then some value has to be printed onto the screen. What I am having? Three conditions I am having here in my program. The first condition is if x value, if x is that, some value has to be printed on the screen. If not x, some value has to be printed on the screen. Not these two statements, and not this first one and not this second one. That means what we have to do, we have to execute or we have to print the another one. That is called the last statement, third set of statements. Clear? So here what happens? X is none means there is no value at all. That means there is no x all, there is no x also. Is that clear? It means that no value in the x means the first statement has to be not executed, and as well as the second statement also be not executed. Why means, what is the second one? If x, no value for the x, how it will become the x? No. If x is a false, if there is no value at all means how it becomes false. If value is there, it will become true or false. If value is not there means how it will become true or false. Not at all possible, na? So that's the reason why the last step, the third statement will be printed onto the screen. That is nothing but none. It is not true or not false. None is just none. That's what you are getting. What I am saying here is none is not a true value. None is not a false value. None means just none. That's it. There is no value at all. So this is about the none keyword. So I will give a small review on this none keyword. So then 1 second for 2 seconds, then you will get a clarification again. So I have taken x value. The first one is x equal to none. Then if I checking here, if x is none means there is no x at all. The first condition will not printed. If the x is false, if there is no value for the x means the second statement also not executed. If means the first one and the second one is not executed in the sense the last step has to be executed defaultly. Is it confirm? Is that means the output has to be printed as the third one. So this is none is not a true, not false, and none is a just none. That's it. So this is about the none keyword here. So then none keyword is over. So non-local value. So non-local value in the sense what? Very simple. Nothing but if I am taking one example as an human beings, for a just casual example if I take. So if I came from Andhra Pradesh to Hyderabad, means Telangana. So I becomes a non-local to this Telangana. That means I am not belongs to this current state here. Like the same way, if in my program, this is my program. Let us assume that one program is here. So in this particular program, if I have one module 1, module 2, and so on, I am having the and so on module n. Is that clear? In the module 1, I am having the variable a. In the module 2, I am having the variable b, and so on. I am. Now you can tell me that a is belongs to which module? Module 1 only. That means module 1 value a is non-local to this particular module 2. So when it is comes under the module 2, b is local to the module 2, but b is non-local to the a. Clearly, I will write here. You see here, a, b. So a is local to module 1, and as well as a is non-local to module 2. Is it clear? So this is about the local and non-local variables, local and non-local keywords. So it is declared as non-local variable. Is it clear? The next one is here, rise keyword. So we will take one example here. So here, let us see. So what we are explaining, we are discussing about the rise keyword here. Rise, what it is rising, what will rises here. So we will discuss here. So this is one example which I have taken for the rise. So rise is nothing but rising. It will rise something when it is unwanted condition is there in the program. When we are having an unwanted condition in a program, it will rise as something. That something is nothing but an exception, an error, whatever it may be. So let us see here. Rise a equal to 5. If I am using a is a variable. So next, a value is what? 5 here. Then again, if a modulo division 2 is not equal to 0, if I perform 5 modulo division 2, what will happen? The output has to get as 1 here. This 1 is not equal to 0. That means it is becomes true here. What I am doing here, I have taken one value called a equal to 5. So the next statement what I did here, if a modulo division 2 not equal to 0, I am checking this condition. When I am for checking this condition, I have to perform an operation here. 5. A value is what? 5 means a modulo division 2 is nothing but 5 modulo division 2. I will perform this operation. I will get the answer is 1 here. This 1 is not equal to 0. That means if it is not equal to 0, that becomes a true value. Means this is true condition. If the condition becomes true, then what happens? I have to should rise the rise exception. The number should not be an odd integer. I need an integer, but I did not want the odd integer. Actually, this total program is to work with the rise keyword. But this total program is for rising on an exception that if you give any odd integer to my program, I am saying that I didn't needed any odd integer. I don't want any odd integer. That how can we rise this means this is a condition. This is a keyword syntax for rising an exception like this. If I use one more value, if I give one more value is here. If a is not 5, if a is not 5 means if a is 6 here, let us assume if a is a 6, the condition is what? 6 modulo division 2 is equal to 0. That means I get a value as a 0 here. If that particular 0 has to compare with the 0 again, 0 is not equal to 0 based on this condition. 0 is not equal to 0, no. This becomes a false here. If it becomes a false means that particular exception will not rises here. Is that clear? So this particular exception will not rises here and it will as not comes any output here. So this is the exception here. So rise exception. The number should not be an odd integer. If I use a 6 means it is an even integer. This is acceptable. So that is the reason why an exception is not occurring. When exception is not occurring means we didn't get any output onto the screen here. Is that clear? So this is about the rise keyword. Now we will see the next keyword, yield keyword. What is the yield keyword? So yield keyword is nothing but which is works as the return value. Returning here it will return a generator. What is a generator? Function generator. What is a function generator? We will see now here. So we will take one example here. So based on that particular example, you will get a clear clarification about the what is this particular function generator. So this will be used by yield value. Yield is a keyword which is used to generate. Okay, how it will do? Let us take one example here. So let us see here when I am having my example yield. What I have taken yield example. So again let us see here definition fun generator. That means I am using def means if I am using def means what? It is defining new function. So it is defining new function. That new function is nothing but what? This is name called fun generator. So this is a function here. This fun generator is nothing but function generator. Is that clear? Here it is comes under the function generator. So now let us see here. In the function generator what we are doing? So we are doing that yield hello world, yield gigs for gigs. Before this yield what we did again you remember? So return we are using the in the place of yield instead of yield we have used the return keyword in before programs. So the return will do that, it will return the value. So return will do what? Returns the value. So now what we will do with the yield? Let us see here. So one program I have written yield hello world, yield gig square gigs, object equal to fun generator. So I have created one object function. For the function named as fun generated, I have created one variable or one object here, object equal to fun generator. Now what we will do? With the help of this particular object, I will accessing the my function. Is that clear? What I will do? Print type of object, print next of object, print again next of object. So that means that by using this particular object only, we are accessing the this function and we will generate the output here. Is that clear? Here, let us see. So object equal to what is written here? Print type of object. So here, what is the type of object? This function generator is what? It will return is what? It is a class generator. Yes, sir. For this first statement, I got this output. What is this? For this print of type of object that I got this. This is a class object. Next one is, then what's the next statement? The next statement is print next of object. In the fun generator, what the next object we are having? Instead, this next object is hello world. This particular print next world is comes to this one. Clear? From this, the output will comes to this one. That is hello world. Then again I'm having one more statement there, one more point in my program that is nothing but print next of object. This print next of object will goes to this particular statement. From there, it will return the value to the this output onto the screen. Okay, once again I am giving the clarification. Let us see carefully here. How we are getting this output means very simple. So I have written this particular program. So I have to get the output onto the screen. When we will get the output on the screen? When these three statements are executed, then only we will get the output here. So now for the first statement, what is the first statement here? Print type of object. Then what happens? This will as taken as the object. This is nothing but a class object. So it will come here. The next statement is print next object. It will goes to here. That what we are having in that particular object, we are having the some value. That value is nothing but hello world. So it will print it onto the screen. The next one is what? Print next of object. There again, it will goes to this one. Here I'm again what having? Some value is there. That some value is nothing but gigs per gigs value. So again it will goes to this one. So this is the usage of yield keyword. How it will works, how it will return the value. So now again we will see about the next another keyword. The next keyword, I think, and then the last keyword is nothing but def. So def is a keyword, the last one which we can describe clearly here. So here we will take this example only. What the example I have taken for the exception finally keyword explanation. That program itself comes under the def keyword example also. What is def keyword? So again, for several times now we are explained. For several times we have explained about the def keyword. So def keyword is the one which is about to work with the user defined functions. Let us see here. In this particular program, divide is a one. So what is that? Divide is a function name. What it is? It is a function name which is user defined function name. That means we are the users, we are creating the new functions for my programming. So that is by using this def keyword, we can create new user defined function under the my program. So this is about the different types of keywords. So let us see one small glimpse that what type of keywords we are explained now. So let us see here. We explained about. So here we explained about from keyword. We explained about global keyword. We explained about import keyword. we explained about in keyword, is, none, non-local, rise, yield, def. These are the different types of keywords which we explained right now. So now next again we move towards the next concept is. So here we will see more number of examples here. So this is one type of example which I have taken for the and are not true false keywords. What they are? They are nothing but, here I have taken one more example for giving another clear information about this keyword is nothing but, I have taken one more example for the and keyword, are keyword, not keyword, true keyword and the false keyword. Very simple. Let us see here. Print. Example of true, false and not keywords. The first one here. Let us see. Print true and true. So print true and true. What is that and? About this logical and about this logical operator I have given the previous classes clear information. So this and means this and is suitable for the two statements to be in the true condition. When if the true condition becomes true, then only the and operation will be performed. It means if A is there, A and B is the concept. That means A has to be becomes true, B has to be becomes true. Then only the answer will get as true. Is that clear? So that means I have taken the true value here. So I have taken true and true. What is the output I will get? I have to get the output is true. Very simple. So that I have get the true only. Next one is, the next statement here is print true or false. So what is about R? What is about R? So for about R, we have discussed about R also, that A or B is there means A, any one becomes true means true only. Any one becomes true, then becomes true only. That means here I am having two operands. One operand is true or false. What we see in our operation is nothing but from the both. Any one becomes true here. One becomes true here. That means the output has to print as a true only. That again I got the true value for this particular second statement. The next one is print not false. Print, actually, what is the use of not? Not means incorrect. But what I did here, not false. So not means not correct. False means it is also not correct. So two not correct means it becomes as a true only. So for this, it will comes like this. It will becomes true and it will print it onto the screen as a true here. So this is about the usage of the keywords called and, are, not, true, false. Is that clear? Yeah. Then, so instead of this, if I take one more example is print of, let us take print of true and false. If I take like this, print of true and false. If I take like this means the output is nothing but definitely it is false only. Why it is false? Here, what is about the and? And means both statement has to become true, but it is not correct. Okay, this is called false one. If the false one is existed means the output has to get as a false only. So like this. So this is about the keywords called and, are, not, true, false keywords. Next one is, this is break and continue statement. We have explained in this class only. So next one is, I have taken one more example here. Def, if, else keywords. What I am having here, I am taking one example for the def keyword if keyword and else keyword. Means for explaining these three keywords, I have taken a single program. This is clear. For this particular program is nothing but one, which is saying that given number is even number or odd number. I am writing one program. Here I am writing one program. That program is for printing the given number is even or not. So here I will write the condition. So let us see here. So what I have taken the first keyword, def keyword. So def gfg. So that means def keyword is used. Def is for u function is used. So def keyword is there. Very simple. The next one is if condition. I equal to 20. I have taken some value as I equal to 20. I have given the some variable, some identifier as the 20. Now I am checking one condition here. The condition is what? I modulo division 2 equal to 0. Yeah, what is the I value here? The I value is about 20. So 20 modulo division 2, then it will guess the value is 0. That means the given number is even. If it will be printed onto the screen. Why it is printed onto the screen? The condition is what? If I modulo division equal to 0, then print the given number is even. Now I will take in my program. Before I have taken 20. That means it returns the given number is even. But now I will take that my I value is 13. What I will take? I value as a 13. If I perform the same operation here, I 13 modulo division 2 equal to I got as 1 value. What I will get? I will get as the value as 1. That means that what? It is not a, it is odd value. It is a odd value. Is that clear? So this is a def keyword, if keyword and else keyword in my program. Is it clear? So this is about a small program to explain about the keywords called def keyword, if keyword and as well as else keyword. This is one more example about the try, accept, rise. So here when we work with the more number of examples, when we are practice with the more number of examples, when we are describes the more number of examples, then only we will get the clear cut information about a detailed view of the keywords which we are having in Python, exactly how we are using in the Python, that we will get the clear cut information. The next example is about the try, accept, rise. Is it clear? So let us see here. So I am writing one def funds. So def is for again function generation, definition of the function or function creation. The function name is fun here. So def fun of number. So try r equal to 1.0 by num. So I have taken one value as 1.0 and it is divisible by the number here. So if I accept, if not this one, if not this one, if it is not this one, then what happens? This particular accept has to be executed onto the screen. So if not try. If not try means that particular this statement has to be executed. Is that clear? Yeah, let us take this is as a blacks. So let us see. So this is one is black one. This one is black 2. If what I will do here, so I have created first one is function creation. Let us see clearly here. Function creation, black 1 and then black 2, and then what is this last one? This is nothing but passing parameters. What I am doing here are passing parameters, and as well as this one is nothing but function calling. So function calling. In my program, I have did the 4 steps. What I did in my program, I have did the 4 steps. The first step is function creation. The next step is black 1. The next step is black 2. The next and last step is function calling. So function creation means this one. First one. So this is about second one, and this is about third one, and this is about the fourth one. I have taken the 4 values here. Is that clear? So then, very simple. Let us see. So I have created function black1, black2, and then function calling. So first I have passed the value as 10 to my function. This will goes to this function. Now the first print function of print fun of 10 means now the value of number means num is becomes as the 10 for the first time. So when this function call is over or executed or initiated, is that clear? Now number becomes a 10. That means r equal to 1.0 by some 10 here. Is that clear? Then what happens? So 0.1 will be comes as the output. For this, the first case, the first function calling, I got the some answer as 0.1. If not like this, if the for the second time, this is execution 1. For our clarification, I am giving it as execution 1. Okay, but totally the program will execute it for once only. Are you getting that? The total program will be executed for only once. But our clarification for you, I am giving that this is execution 1 and another one is called, again it goes to here. So this is about execution 2. If the execution 2 is arises, then what happens? Now the number will become, so this is for what? Execution 1. I have taken for execution 2. Then what happens? For number will becomes 0 now. What it is? The execution will becomes the 0. So then what happens? Very simple. What happens? So r equal to 1.0 by 0. Then what happens? It is divisible by 0 exception. So when we are trying to devising, when we are trying to devising, or when we want to perform division operation with 0, it will lead to an exception. Then exception will arises here. That means to work with the exceptions. What we discussed, we have to work with the exceptions. We need to use one keyword called except here. This is except. So we are getting clearly that for work with the exception handling, we must and should use the try and except keyword. This 2 for exception handling. This 2 are for exception handling. Is that clear? So then print exception rises, return R, then the output will print here exception rises. Clear? The last one is return R. None will be written onto the screen here. We written, but you have to see here, just we have written the value R, but we have not captured it and we cannot print it onto the screen here. So that is the thing, none as the output is not there. So this is about one example about keywords called try, accept, rise. So these are try, accept, rise, or finally this particular keywords are used with the one concept called exception handling. Is that clear? So this is about this particular example. So I think so that are you clarified about this particular program? So this particular program is about the 4 blacks: function creation, black 1 and black 2 and the black 4. The black 4 is nothing but function calling. So in the try black is a black 1. In the try black, what we will do? So when exception will arises, then we will keep inside the try black. So when exception is rising, that should be kept in the except keyword. Then again, I will call the function. Then I will get the output onto the screen here. So this is about this particular program. So very simple. So this is the main thing. Python comments. What is the comments? Very simple. So I will take one example here. So let us take one small example here is. This is one program. Let us see. My program is that A equal to 2, b equal to 3. Then again I will print of a plus 3. Then what is my output? My output is 5. It will be printed on the screen. If I use like this, this program is for addition. This program is for addition. If I write like this, actually why I using this? This is for addition program. This program is for addition. Why I have written this particular statement in my program? This particular statement in my program is for that. What the program you are writing, and what you are accepting, what you are performing, and what you are evaluating in the code, that will be given the particular clarification by using this first line. But in my program, that it not has to be executed. Why? Means that is not an expression. This is not an any statement. This is not an any value to be executed on my program. So I don't want to execute the first statement on my program. How I can do that? Very simple. How we can do that means very simple, by using one statement called comment. What I will do here? So here I have to use a concept called comments. That comments is nothing but if I in the Python I am having the 2 to 3 different types of comment processing. What I am having in the Python programming, we will have the 3 types of concepts for the commenting. The first one is hash symbol. So if I keep hash here, is that clear? If I keep this is hash here, my output is 5 here. Otherwise, if I didn't kept my hash here, my output is some error. What is the difference you are getting that? If I used a hash symbol before the statement, so let us assume there is no any commenting, there is no any hash symbol in my program. So this is program for addition. A equal to 2, b equal to 3, print of a plus b, and output as error. Then what happens? Very simple. You will get one error here. So to avoid this type of errors, we don't want this type of errors, means I have to use hash symbol here. Now what happens? This is a program for addition, will not be considered and will not be treated as a statement for the program execution. Then this will be executed. Then I will get one output as 5 here. This is one case. Again, there is one more case set. If for suppose, unfortunately, so when you are working with the comments, if you forget, so by mistakenly you have kept, if you commented variable a also, or if you commented identifier a also, what happens? Very simple. The program will be executed. Then again, I will get one error here. What error I will get? I will get error a is undefined. What it is? One error will be printed onto the screen. That particular error is nothing but a is undefined. Here a is not defined here. Why? But in my program, a is equal to 2 is there. What you are seeing that all of you, the users and all of developers, that seeing that my program is having the a variable, but it is showing that a is undefined. Why it is showing means that a is kept under the comment. So if you remove this one, what I am doing there? If I remove this particular hash symbol here, if you remove this one, that means that this particular a is having the some value here. That value is 2 here. Then it will be calculated and it will be evaluated. So that output will be printed onto the screen here. The output is 5. So this is about the usage of comments in Python programming. So the comments. So let us see here. So comments in the Python. Comments in the Python are the lines in the code that are ignored by the interpreter during execution of the program. So that means the interpreter will not consider. This will be ignored. Why? Means they kept under the comment. That means your interpreter will not be execute that particular statement. So next one is comments are enhance the readability. What will happen? What is the exact use of the comments here? So he written the what I have written here. This program is for actually what I have written. This program is for addition. I have written like this. So if anyone sees, if anybody is watching your program, if anybody is executing your program, they will easily get that, oh, this program is for addition program. That means by using the commentings, by using the comments, your program will become more readability. Your program will become more readable. Is that clear? So this is the best example. This is about a good example of comments in the Python. So here I'm having three different types of comments. The first comment is about the single line comments. The next is about the multi-line comments. The next one is about the dark string comments that we will clearly explain in the upcoming classes here.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.